Piana is the name commonly given to the personal library of the Cesena-born Pope Pius VII, Barnaba Chiaramonti, located in the large hall facing the Malatestian Library, which partly corresponds to the ancient dormitory of the Friars Minor. It was placed here in 1868, when the local council, enacting the law on the dissolution of the religious congregations, confiscated it from the Abbey of Santa Maria del Monte. The Pope himself had donated the library to the abbey in memory of his first novitiate. With magnificent papal bindings and gilded coats of arms, the collection comprises more than 5,000 volumes, including rare and precious manuscripts and volumes. However, Pius VII was neither a bibliophile nor a collector. He was passionately interested in archaeology, numismatics and art, which he protected with laws that are still fundamental today. These interests are reflected in the library, which is also rich with volumes on theological, biblical, medical, scientific subjects, and classical literature. Thanks to the tremendous variety of the volumes held there, the Piana is the ideal representation of a sort of history of the book and of writings. It ranges from the medieval forms and the first period of cohabitation between printed books and manuscripts to the triumph of printing and distinctive 19th century typographical works, and so it contributes to creating, together with the Malatestian Library, an extraordinary and composite bibliographical monument. In the hall that houses the Piana, we can admire two important liturgical series: the 8th choir books donated by the Cardinal Bessarioni to the Cesena Monastery dell'Osservanza in the mid-15th century, and the 7 choir books from the Duomo commissioned at the end of the century by the Bishop's See. The decoration is magnificent and sumptuous, the fruit of decades of work in the most important illuminators' workshops in Bologna, Ferrara and Romagna. The town library was founded in 1807 with the volumes from the libraries of the religious orders, now suppressed, and later with bequests from prestigious private libraries, such as those of the Finali, Buffalini, Comandini and Nori families. The commitment of the town council has increased the number of volumes held at the public library over the years, together with the extension and improvement in the public service. The present open shelf library was inaugurated in 1983 in the new rooms on the ground floor, with a wide-ranging and varied collection and direct access. A new program of cultural events and services is also offered. The library is part of the Polo Romagnolo network and participates in the National Library Service through loans and online cataloguing. In the library we find the newspaper and periodical library, with more than 400 up-to-date magazines, local, Italian and foreign daily newspapers, and prestigious collections of historical Cesena-based newspapers from the past centuries. The local section, with almost 7,000 volumes and leaflets and other material relating to Emilia-Romagna, Cesena and its territory. The university section, set up in 2002 in order to make available to students the set texts for all the degree courses held in Cesena and Cesenatico. The multimedia section, with 10 new stations for surfing the net free of charge. Entirely dedicated to children and the very young, from 0 to 15 years of age, this is the Children's Library Adamo Bettini. Founded in 1976, it was totally reorganized and extended in December 1982 in the picturesque cloister dedicated to St. Francis. Today, the Children's Library has a patrimony of more than 35,000 publications, including various multimedia materials, and is a valuable source of information, publishing bibliographies and organizing theme displays. The section's collaboration with the local and national bodies and institutions is an important part of its work. The daily contact with schoolchildren and readers, parents, scholars of children's literature and teachers, together with the cultural program, make this section an essential introduction to the use of the library and love for books. Nowadays, respecting the agreement made with Novello Malatesta 550 years ago, the Grande Malatestiana project is responding to the needs of a library that is growing and expanding at an extraordinary rate, multiplying the available space 4 times over and marking an important step in the path of a town like Cesena, increasingly projected into the future but faithful over the centuries to its culture and the pacts it made.